All right, everybody. A very good morning to all of you. It is 15th of October 2024 and 10:39 Atlantic Standard Time. Let's quickly take a look where we are right now as a sentiment point of view after the US cash open, starting with the FX section. Canadian loonie is weakest currency and the yen being the strongest, and we will go through what is actually driving these currencies. However, other than that, Aussie, US, Swiss franc, New Zealand is just consolidating without any clear catalyst. So talking about the equity section, China 50 is down with the Hang Seng 50. Other than that, if we just hide these two currency, two equities, let me just do those. If we just hide these, we can see that other than those two equities, US and EMEA is just doing fine. So the reason behind these two equities going so much down is that we do had some stimulus announcement from China side, but it failed to move the equities. uh, this is the China A50 chart, and look at the move we had after the stimulus announcement. But after that, the market just, I think, expected so much from the China that really didn't give, really failed to convince the market that the China 50 just bounced back to the 50 retracement level. We do had some announcement, and it just pushed higher after that, but unfortunately it wasn't much that can keep the China 50 go up, and we just saw a nice chunk to the downside, close to 4.4%. So with that being said, if we talk about the commodity section, oil energy is down by -5%, and the reason solely goes to the Israel and Iran tensions. However, last day around 5 or 6 p.m., we had a news from Israel that they are not gonna target those oil fields are in the Iran, so which eventually gave a nice bumpy downward momentum to the WTI. Other than that, natural gas, gold, and copper is just consolidating with the platinum. Treasuries are down across the board. There isn't any clear catalyst out there going on right now, so there are some moves which we can understand. However, other than that, uh, in a nutshell, it's just a mixed bag across the board. I mean, energy is down, China, some equities are down, and some are consolidating, and we're not having a clear bias from if we just look at the FX section. Now let's move to the calendar. What we had today is the CPI report out of Canada, and it was pretty much nice beat across the board. Uh, if we look at the year of year, 2% was the prior, and the market was expecting 1.8%. 1.6% is what we got, and we do know that the governor McCallum just said that on September 10th, I think, on his last meeting, that the inflation, if it continues to goes down, then they can go for a bigger cut, and the market is currently pricing in, I think, 84% chances for a 50 basis point cuts at its next meeting. Now, CPI index core month on month, it just came as expected, and we do have some uptick in a year of year core index, and in a month of month, but it's not that big of a deal. So we do know that the inflation is nicely going down across Canada, which eventually giving a nice push up to the loonie. Let me just show you guys. So this is the US Canada chart we can see that it got a nice push up. I mean, it's a straight line going up there, and we had some after the data, we saw some push up in the weakness in the Canadian dollar, but I think the fundamentally the currency got really higher without any fundamental reason. So I think after that, if we do saw some sort of a breakdown in this trend line, then I believe that that we have a lot room to run. So it can it I think it will not be counted as a wrong by saying that the weaker than expected CPI report do failed the loonie to get further weaken. So with that being said, uh, all right. So with that being said, overall, in a nutshell, it's just a mixed bag across the board. And we do have some Fed speakers coming out later today. We have a Kugler around 2 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, and we have Delhi speaking at 12:30 Atlantic Standard Time. So we would do we'll keep an eye on these their comments, what they have to say. Other than that, it's just a mixed bag. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know.